Hello, this is Jolly Gaming Panda, and today we will be playing Phantasy Star Online 2. We got through most of the tutorials, so we should be able to dive into the gameplay a lot more today. Still have no clue what happened to the Sonic stuff, but the game's gonna be fun with or without Sonic items. Just don't know what happened. We were advertised at the start of the game that for noobs, we could get Sonic items for starting. But we'd have to get through Prologue or something, but still haven't got that yet. Got these 10 gems, good for saving up for the shopping. Okay, we got that. Alright, let's try the free gacha for today. Hopefully we get something nice. We got Princess Arms. Okay, we got some random Princess Arms. Guess it's a robotic arm of some kind. Yeah, I don't think the Sonic thing's still going on, despite the game teasing it. Whoa. This is a lot of people. I guess everyone's decided to just get on at the same time. So many people. I actually like how everyone just spawns at the same spot when logging in. It's kind of cool seeing all the different designs, outfits and stuff people come up with. It's kind of cool. Like seeing what everyone does for their characters. Especially with this game, it seems you could really customize, get all kinds of outfits and all sorts of stuff. So it makes this game kind of unique in that. Always enjoyed character creation. What is this? Random cardboard anime characters? Just right in front of us when we log in. So am I supposed to be speaking with you? So along with the main class, us Arc Defenders can also pick a subclass. Okay, what's a subclass? You can have a subclass in addition to your main class. Set a subclass through the change class option at the class counter by selecting and also setting a subclass. You can use its weapons. Furthermore, you will also be able to use the photon arts, techniques, and some of the class skills of your subclass with a slightly decreased potency. So I guess with subclasses, it's kind of like an extra class. Say maybe you're a hunter and you're just not having any luck with a certain quest or opponent, so you want to switch your class type to have more of an advantage. So I guess subclasses you get to switch your class kinda, except it's slightly decreased in potency, I guess, because they don't want it to be too easy for you because that's not your main class. So it looks like if your main class is a hunter and your subclass is force, you will also be able to use rods in addition to hunter weapons. While equipping a rod, you can use techniques. Okay, so is the game telling us we should have force be our other class? I don't know what class to do for my sub class. Additionally, if you have a subclass set when you gain experience, some additional experience will be added to it. However, the level of the subclass cannot be raised further than the maximum level of your main class. Okay, so basically your subclass cannot be any stronger than your actual class. So say, for example, you go Hunter at level 5, and say you're a Force class for your subclass, you try raising it to level 5, you cannot level it past Hunter class because your first class could keep leveling up, but your subclass needs to be the exact level as your other one, no higher. Okay, that makes sense. So, we're being recommended to start by heading over to the class counter. Okay, so I guess we're not quite done with the tutorials yet, even though I wanna be. So much to learn in this game. But what class do I even do for subclass? I really don't know what class would be good. I mean, we picked Hunter because that was recommended for solo playing, you just hack and slash. But what would be good for a sub one? I know they used Force, for example, so I don't know if I should do that. Hopefully I get some recommendations here. Okay, so they say that Arc Defenders, they change their classes all the time, so you don't have to worry about staying dedicated on one path of a class forever. I just hope I don't accidentally get rid of my current class. Because there's change class, add-on skills. I don't want to change my class. Okay, here's the subclasses. I don't know what would be recommended. I'm just gonna look up what's recommended. On some article, I'm reading what's recommended as a subclass. I found for Hunters, Gunners are good. Especially recommended to newcomers, since it gives you an option for long-ranged combat. Which sounds good to me because thinking about it would be useful being able to battle long range for a sub if I notice, hey, fighting this thing up close and personal is kinda rough. If only I could switch to long distance combat. But that we can. Okay, so let's look for Gunner. That sounds the most useful. You are about to select level 1 Gunner as your subclass. The following effects will be applied for the class you select as your subclass. Skills will become usable, photon arts and techniques will become usable. Are you sure you wish to proceed? Yeah, it sounds like the right choice. It is recommended for newcomers, and since I'm new, that would be good. Let's go with that. Okay, we set our subclass. As we get stronger, so will our subclass. So it never hurts to have one picked. Okay, we learned something new. Alright, cool.
Come by anytime, okay?
We'll find out how to switch to subclass another time. I'm not too worried about it. Kinda just wanna focus on battling with the sword for now. So we got that taken care of. Okay, looks like this Slona NPC wishes to speak with us. I've been expecting you. Heard your story from Dozer. So about region mags, you've heard of them, right? Okay, so she's gonna teach us how to use region mags. Alright, sounds like something we should learn. Oh great, we're not through the tutorials yet. Alright, looks like we're gonna learn about the region mags. You might see what looks like giant mags dotted around Halpa. We call them the region mags. It's said that good things happen if you chuck things like items at a region mag. If you see one out there, definitely give it a try. Okay, region mags. Region mags are giant. Oh geez, they are big. So they're giant mags that are placed in various areas around Halpa. By giving them materials you have gathered, you can acquire a boost effect that is shared with other Arc Defenders. Each region mag offers a different boost. Okay. So we have to encounter one of those things. They're pretty large, pretty titanic there. Very big. Oh, I'm getting better at getting up high. Is that another player? I think they had the same idea as me. Oh! Woohoo! I'm flying! So neat we could actually fly on here. Okay, there's a quest mark over here. Okay, let's see what's in here for us. Ran, what is it? What do you want? Hi there. I heard from Dozer that you're looking to expand your technical knowledge of things here on Alpha. Well, in regards to technical knowledge, I have actually a favor to ask. At the moment, I'm trying to do some independent research on the enemy so that I can better support Ark's defenders as an operator.
What do you think?
I was wondering if I could monitor you as you fight the enemy. Alright, looks like when we fight something, Rand wants to be there to learn a thing or two. You'll let me? Thank you so much. I'm the newest of the operators here in the command room, so I'm really eager to catch up with the others. So I figured I really should learn about our enemy. I also want to observe phenomena known as PSE bursts that are triggered by PSE disturbance in the atmosphere. PSE bursts seem to draw waves of the enemy to them.
Help is appreciated.
I don't suppose you could go and take out some of the recently active enemies on Mount Mangus while I monitor how it impacts the local PSC. Could you? Alright, the PSC burst. The PSC is short for Photon Sensitive Effect. When the gauge is filled up all the way, large amount of enemies will spawn, including rare enemies, which allows you to earn experience and obtain items easier. Sounds pretty cool. So if you're really in the mood to just fight everything and everyone in sight, I guess PSE bursts are pretty good. You can fill up the PSE gauges by defeating enemies or completing trials in specific areas of the combat tank. You can fill up the PSE gauge by defeating enemies or completing trials in specific areas of the combat sectors. PSE burst will activate once the PSE gauge reaches level 5. When PSE burst is active, it is a great opportunity to earn a lot of experience or obtain items since a massive amount of enemies, including rare enemies, will spawn. The following actions will cause the PSE gauge to fill up faster. Defeat a lot of enemies with other players in short periods of time. Defeat enemies where the E markers are located. Or complete trials where the T marks are located. PSE burst will trigger when completing a trial while the PSE gauge is at level 4. Sounds pretty fun. I want to dive into some of that. Oh, one more thing, it looks like. Also, a PSE burst will definitely occur under certain weather conditions and when the PSE gauge is at level 4. Sounds pretty cool. Okay, so this is the command room. Alright. I couldn't remember what this room was called, so it's the command room. Alright. Makes sense. Looks like one more little side quest. I swear if it's another tutorial. This game has the most tutorials. Dozer told me about your situation. Do you know the ins and outs of enhancing your equipment? Well, I guess this is another tutorial. I guess I could learn a few extra things about the enhancing equipment. Right now I'm going to teach you about limit breaking, taking equipment to a whole new level. Alright, let's do it. Limit break sounds interesting. It's far simpler than it sounds. Okay, that's a relief. Because this game feels like it's getting kinda complex with how much is poured into it. It's kinda exciting, but also I kinda just feel like diving in and actually doing things at this point. So hopefully this tutorial doesn't take too much time off our hands. Weapons and armor can be enhanced at the item lab. However, the enhancements have limits. So how exactly do we get past those limits? Think it'd be easier for you if you see it in action than just hear about it. Here, take this and get yourself over to the lab. So here's a thing called limit breaking. Weapons and armor have a maximum enhancement level. Once that level is reached, you can increase the maximum by selecting limit break at the item lab. Limit breaking consumes gathering materials and Nesta. Limit breaking requires materials such as monetite, jewelite, trinite, pentolite, whatever might that is. That's a lot of words. And arms, refiners, depending on the item's quality and limit breaking level. To learn how to acquire arms refiners, please check the arm refiners section in the game guide. Okay, so I guess that was it.